Happy Saturday. This is Mark from MLB DFS Weather.com, and I'm over at dailyfantasycafe.com today. You can find me, go to dailyfantasycafe.com, go to forums, baseball forum. My computer's being slow, and I'm up here at the top. My forecast is up for today. We got a full slate of MLB games mixed between afternoon and day games. First off the bat, there are four games with retractable roofs and one game with a dome. Looks like all four of those retractable roofs will be closed in Arizona, Seattle, Milwaukee, and the fourth one is in Toronto. All will see some weather issues and will likely keep those places closed. And obviously, the dome in Tampa is closed. So those 5 games you can wipe off the slate in terms of weather concerns, since they'll all be played indoors. Let's start with the radar across the country right now. Fairly quiet. We got some showers and thunderstorms moving across central New York, heading for New England, and we got some showers and thunderstorms across the northern plains up here as well that may become involved with the some baseball action today. According to the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, we have a slight risk for strong to severe thunderstorms running from southwest New England through the mid-Atlantic regions, Pennsylvania, and also near Chicago. And we do have a game in Chicago, so that's going to concern us. So let's go to some of those locations that may have some issues. I'm going to run over to my chart so I can remember which ones they are. Actually, I'll just run to my post since I point them out. 15% of a delay threat in Chicago. The Chicago game is at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Let's take a look and see what the simulated radar for Chicago at 2 o'clock shows. Here we are. Pretty darn quiet. However, there is supposed to be some stuff around before then. As you can see here, this is this morning. And there is a front nearby. The SPC has a slight risk for the area. We'll have to see if anything pops up. Doesn't look like too threatening right now. Obviously, that's why I have it a 15% chance. The next location is Colorado. Yeah, I remember Colorado. That's a night game, I believe. No, it's a late afternoon game, 4:10. Batch of rain is going to try to move off the Rockies. We talked about this yesterday. Generally, unless there's something that really forces it off the Rockies, it dies as it comes off them. And in this case, the game will start dry. Here is our 4 o'clock simulated radar. You can see real quiet. Denver's right here. But later in the game, or as we go through the evening, some rain does try to clip Denver. Again, it looks mainly confined to the Rockies, so I'm not concerned too much about this game in Denver as well. Then we have Yankees and Pittsburgh, both night games starting at 7:15 both times. This area is the showers and the SPC's elevated risk for some severe weather. So let's take a look at both of these at the same time. Simulated radars for 7 o'clock. Right here shows that most of the severe weather or the thunderstorm activity is already pushed to the south and southeast. So basically, if those were afternoon games, there could have been some issues. But according to the models that I'm using, that most of the activity is going to be away from them by scheduled first pitch. We'll have to make sure that that's the case. I'll keep continuing to watch and make sure these showers and thunderstorms aren't slower to exit the region, or if they redevelop or something happens crazy like that, then we'll have to keep an eye out. In terms of hitting and pitching conditions, one thing to keep an eye on is the Northeast is going to see a battle of air masses. A summer air mass is just to the south-southwest, and it has invaded some of the regions such as Pittsburgh and New York, while further to the northeast in New England and New York, you're still in a very cool and relatively dry air mass, and that's why we have some of these showers and thunderstorms that are going to be moving from basically northwest to southeast affect the region. So places like Pittsburgh and the Yankee Stadium will see much warmer and muggier conditions than they were yesterday. That's generally a good condition for hitters, and that's why I have both those parks as in good hitting locations. Cincinnati's very warm and muggy. Washington's pretty classic summer weather for them, near 90 degrees, dew points near 70. That's muggy and oppressive. Colorado, I put as a 10 plus as a hitter rating. Not only is it warm with the temperatures near 90, the wind is blowing out to left. if you were a hitter, you really couldn't ask for a better hitting situation than you're going to see at Coors Field in Denver. And then the roofs are closed in Milwaukee and Toronto. Those parks, even with the roofs closed, are good hitting environments. The only really poor environments that I see for hitting is Seattle, where the roof is likely closed, and I think the ball does not carry too well there. And Tampa Bay, that's a dome stadium. That's always a pitcher's ballpark. Always has been, always will, unless they change something there. Other than that, I think that's it. Please check me out. Follow me on Twitter, MLB DFS Weather, and check out the Daily Fantasy Cafe forums. Leave a comment. I will get back to you. I'll continue to update throughout the day as well. Have a good Saturday.